So today we're looking at selectively enhancing the iris, and we're looking to actually just bring a little bit more kind of brightness and texture within the eye itself. So as far as the basic image is concerned, you can see we've got two images running today. This one, and we've also got another shot, both already with the eyes nice and bright. That's obviously kind of just from the natural light and the exposure. Both in fact lit from the left hand side, even though one is from a small beauty dish and the other one is from a small soft box. So a slightly different kind of shape within the pupil of the eye itself. So what we're going to be looking at is just enhancing these eyes just a little bit more to bring out the texture rather than just the brightness. Same technique with both of them. First of all, we're going to come down to the adjustment layer and click on the curves. And that's going to create a curves adjustment layer for us, and let's just kind of enhance them up to the brightness we want within the eye. Now of course what I'm doing here could be technically within an action to allow you to actually just press a button to kind of put these things in place. Today I'm doing it manually though, so that's okay, but obviously it's affecting the whole area and I want to paint in the areas that we want. So in this case I'm just going to click onto the mask on the adjustment layer and press Control I, and that will actually invert the mask. Then of course we know B for brush, D for default as a rule, just to make sure that the foreground background colors are kind of reset to black and white, and that is white on top. So what we're going to do here is just kind of zoom in quite close, and if you think about the middle of the eye and how it radiates out, you can actually naturally see it within the iris itself. And all we're going to do is just actually start to actually paint in stripes in the direction of the actual radius. And if you keep going on that, basically all you're going to do is start to enhance the eye itself. Now we could go in there and actually just grab a bigger brush and wipe the whole area. But what I'm really trying to do is actually just give the texture around the actual colouring of the eye itself. So just move away through there. Much quicker if you're using a stylus pen and a tablet. I'm just using my mouse today. So if we just switch that on and off for a minute, we can see what we've done to that one eye. And then of course the same thing we're going to do is actually just come over here and start to adjust it again. Now I've just got the brush mode in normal mode. Remember, you've got different blend modes here, which we don't really need, okay? But you could actually play around with color and obviously soft light and so on to actually bring in the texture in a different way. So all I'm doing here is actually just clicking through it. Remember the benefit of the mask, if we make a mistake, we can either step backwards, or with the mask we can actually paint back over the top and things. So by just doing that, we can see that we've enhanced the eye color and the texture within the eye quite dramatically. Let's just show that it doesn't happen just on one eye. It's a different totally look and feel. So once more, clicking down to the adjustment layer, clicking onto curves, making it quite dramatic to actually bring it nice and bright, clicking onto the mask, Control I to invert it. Remember, B for the brush, D for default, that puts the white on top, and then basically we can actually start to paint. So all we need to do now is just basically choose the right brush size, either very, very small, just start to actually paint on the actual eye itself to bring the textures up. Obviously this is just a taste, but remember what we're doing is technically working from the middle of the eye and out to bring it really alive. Obviously the more we paint, the more stripes. I'm only working at 52% here, but you could even kind of work 20-25% and build it up and up and up. As I said, much quicker if you're using a pen and a tablet just to kind of paint with it. There we go. So once more, if we just kind of zoom out just a little bit and we switch that on and off, you can see how we're bringing those eyes alive a little bit more. So if you did want to just kind of give a little bit more brightness to the eye, obviously we could work and put this levels command into the likes of a group and then start to actually mask it down just a little bit more. But as it is, that's a quick way to bring texture to the eye.